Alright, welcome. This is your solution for August 28th. This is for the week 4 homework. Here I'm going to go over the solutions. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 questions. The first two, 1 and 2, uses this image to the right. Does it make sense? So let's draw some shapes with it, okay? We know that a person is standing 20 feet from a street cast shadow as shown below. Where's the 20 feet? So it goes from here all the way over there. So if you want to look at how the shadow is, right? If you want to look at how the shadow is, it would look something like, right? It will look something like this. Okay, his shadow would be there. Okay, his shadow would be here. Alright, so let's draw the light post first, okay? So this is going to be the light post. Alright, the light post. Light post. Let's draw the light post. So the light post is this is how high the light post is. Oh, let me make that a little bit straighter for you. Alright, that's the light post. And it's gonna cast this shadow. So here is the shadow. Right, and we know that the light post shadow, right, from the is going to be 20 feet. That's what the question says. And the red is just its distance right there, diagonally wise. So there you go. Okay, notice it does form a triangle. Okay, the smaller person, let's do that. Let's do smaller person here. Okay, smaller person is shorter. Right. They cast a shadow, which is going to be smaller. Right. That was supposed to be red, and the top one was supposed to be red. Good. Let me remake this one red. All right. Good. And we know that the shadow cast by the person is 10 feet. Alright. And the height of the person is 6 feet. Good. Alright, so how much times taller is the street light? It goes from here to here. Think about the idea of scale factor, right? How much bigger? Okay, so originally, just let's take a look. Let's just even use some arrows. So it goes from 10 feet all the way to 20 feet. How did it go to 20 feet? They multiply by the what? They multiply by a value of 2. Right? So 10 feet to 20 feet multiplied by a value of 2. That is just, okay? So the person's height, which is 6, to the lamppost. Okay? What do you go from here to here? You would have to what? Exactly like what it says. Multiply by a value of 2. So what is 6 times 2? That becomes 12. There you go. So you would say that the street light is 12 feet tall. Good? So what is the scale factor in question 1? Okay, let's review what a scale factor is. By definition, a scale factor is a value that is multiplied to one shape to get another shape. Okay? So how do I go from the 6 feet by 10 feet, right? The triangle for the person to the lamppost. We multiplied by 2. So the scale factor in this case, you would write scale factor is equal to 2, or if you want to use the proper notation, you use the letter K, which is going to be equal to 2. Both answers are valid because they're the same thing. Scale factor and K are the same thing. Well, K is the letter used for scale factor, okay? So, both answers would be correct. Good. All right. So, we know what the scale factor is because we're going to have to use the scale factor for 3 and 4. Remember, the scale factor is what you multiply from one shape to another. In this case, we are going from, I think, red to blue in this case, right? So here we're going to blue to red. Are we going from red to blue or blue to red? Let's just write it here, right? We're going to go from blue to red, okay? Blue to red. All right, blue, okay, to red, all right? Or some of you didn't see this in the color, right? So you can also write this from like A to A prime, A to A prime, right? So you could even write this you can write A, and A is gonna go to A prime, right? Okay. Good? Happy? Alright, so how do you go from A to A prime? Okay, just count some values, right? Look like you can count some values, alright? So, let's take a look. Let's just count, alright? Let's do some counting. So, let's look at the sideways, okay? Count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks like the length here is 4. What about the length here? 1 and 2. That looks like it is 2. How do you go from 4 to 2? What did you multiply by? It seems like here you what? How do you go from 4 to 2? Seems like you multiply by a half, right? A half. Or you can write it as how you would write it. You would write scale factor equals, so K is equal to a half. 1 over 2. If you're running how I got 1 over 2, think about it. K is equal to what? 2 over 4. What is 2 over 4 if you simplify that? 1 half. Do you see that? Second divided by the first. Second divided by first. Okay? Second divided by first. That's how you find the scale factor. Okay? Second divided by first. That's how you find the scale factor. Okay? Second term divided by the first term. Or A prime divided by prime. No, A prime divided by prime. No, A prime divided by A. Okay? Alright. So, let's do this one. A goes to A prime. Good. So again, we're going to go from A to A prime. Let's just count. We can make our lives easier. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. And this one is 1, 2. 2. So how do you go from the number 6 to the number 2? Okay. We multiply by something. So let's just put the K. Again, grab the second value, which is 2. Divide it by the first value, which is 6. What's 2 over 6? 1, 3. That is what the K is. So the K is 1/3. So you would hear, right? The scale factor is 1/3. So the scale, so you could write, we multiply by 1/3. If you would like the English translation. Right? Or what we were doing is the K, or the scale factor, is 1 over 3. Okay, there you go. Good. So here we were just finding scale factors. Okay, this is the scale factor from the shadow question, and this is the scale factor looking at the shapes. Okay, there you go. This is all your homework solutions for Wednesday. Okay, if you want me to bring it right, there you go. Good. If you have any questions, please let me know.